Hello, my dear friends of the Feng Shui, the BaZi, the Chinese Zodiac. All of you, welcome today to this new episode of Do You Know Your BaZi? Your Chinese horoscope. And I know that you may know the animal from the Chinese Zodiac of the year you were born in, but do you know that you have minimum 3 more animals which are really important for your personality, your career opportunities, and your personal path in life? And these are the animal signs you're born under in the month, day, and hour. This is why it's called BaZi, 8 characters or 4 pillars of destiny. And today, I would like to add another layer to it. Your career and job chances according to your BaZi. Is it something you would like to know? Let me know in the comments if you do. Hi, I'm Sandra, and I have been teaching and consulting Feng Shui now for almost 20 years, first in Germany and now here in beautiful New Zealand. So you probably remember me saying in other series, if only the animal sign of the year you were born in would determine who you are, we would only have 12 different personalities on the planet. And this is not the case, right? And if you like to know more about that, follow my latest BaZi series, Chinese Astrology Explained, and learn BaZi online, the 4 pillars of destiny, here on this channel, where I introduce each of the 12 animal signs to you and pass on my knowledge about the 4 pillars of destiny. And in this series, here now, I want to focus on your job and career tendencies, the cards you've been dealt with from birth, so to speak, and what to do with those cards. And please remember, there are more factors to that. But just for today, we're pretending there is just this one factor. So I hope you have your BaZi at hand by now. And this is what the BaZi would roughly look like, the 4 pillars of destiny. And please remember, for the sake of this job, career opportunities, we're only looking at the month pillar. So we're looking at the month pillar and the elements in that month pillar. So do you have yours? Did you already count your elements in there? So maybe you have one each, maybe you have 2 or 3 of one element. And if this element, if you at least have one element called metal, this video is for you. And there might be something in for you today. So before you ask, yes, there's a difference between the element on top and the one underneath. In short, if you're considering building a side gig, we're looking at the stem, the top, because that is faster but short-living. For a long-term development, we're looking at the branch underneath. That is way more stable. Makes sense, doesn't it? So you see, the reason for doing this really is every industry, every job, every career carries a characteristic. And looking at the characteristics of certain elements, we will find similarities and we will find differences. And those can help you finding your personal path in life. So to answer the question, if you can really associate an element onto an industry or a certain career, yes. But that doesn't mean you cannot function in another industry which is not part of your main structure or element, because there are crossovers. And I already mentioned a few of them in the last episodes, and we will carry on with that. And especially in the last episode, the bottom line, that's where we look into the crossovers really in depth. So today, let's look at the element metal. Classic industries for metal: armed forces, police, legal professionals, blacksmithing. I don't know if that still exists anyway. Metalworks, surprise. Automobiles, finance, and banking. Finance and banking. Why is that? We will see soon. Okay. We're now coming to the personalities. A metal element person is really good having no plan to implement on their own, because they are like cogs working together, like a clockwork. So it's not about having one person doing it all. This is not how this works. Does it make sense? Discretion is also of essence. They are good at hiding things in a different way than Earth. You might get a little bit of the notion already. And metal is also everything that's highly technical. Different from the fire, where we said IT and these things. but it's highly technical, is the metal element. So what do I mean with highly technical? So a surgeon, for instance, a surgeon is very technical, is very focused. So you could also say metal is very focused, but it's also relying very much on his team, on her team. An assassin needs to have surgical precision. Everything that needs precision is metal. So this is what I mean with also the finance and the banking. Finance and banking is also about precision, and it is getting more and more technical, correct? So it is a very specific thing to do. Of course, we said that before. There are fire people in banking, especially those in sales. There are wood people in banking. You need to build the whole thing up. But if it goes about precision, that is what the metal does. And those people might be a little bit annoying to some of us because they are so specific about what needs to be done and especially how it needs to be done. So the metal personality really is quite specific and quite direct in their fields. So you might call them anal at times, but you need those people in certain industries to run a business. You can't be all over the place all the time. In your creative process, wood personality, yes, be all over the place. But if you're going into the activity, into actually bringing it out into the world, there needs to be a certain degree of precision, specificity about what you're doing and how you do it. Even as a creative person, you will probably need to write contracts, SOPs. And that is really good having a metal personality by your side. That is the interesting thing. And this is what I've been talking about in all the last sessions, that it's about the crossover of the elements. So if you have, let's say, 3 metal elements and nothing else in your month pillar, this is your personality. And it's very clear who you are and what you do. And it's not your fault. It is who you are with all your strengths and your weaknesses. It doesn't matter what other people think. And if your best friend is a wood personality and thinks you're weird, you probably think the wood personality is weird. And that is okay. That is who you are. And that is who the other person is. So it's about acknowledging that, acknowledging the strengths and the weaknesses, because this is who you are. So all of these things, does it make sense to you? Was that helpful? And also, did you recognize yourself or your spouse, your friend, your parent, maybe your child? So if you realize that your child has metal element only, then you start understanding why they can't handle it if dinner's not on the table by that time as it's always been. If something doesn't look the way it's always been, that's how they are. And you will not change that probably. You can look for other elements in their life to smoothen it out. But if this is your personality, this is your personality. So find the niche in life, find your path in life that this personality can easily thrive in and become even more successful. Make your weaknesses your strengths, because this is who you are, for sake. And most of us will have more than just one element in the month pillar. So we will look into crossovers. But the metal personality definitely is very, very surgical and very, very also numbers driven in a way. And you always remember, please, even if you have just metal in your month pillar, it's just 33% of your luck. We always have the Trinity. 33% is heaven, luck, your Bazi. Another 33% is your surrounding, your environment, what you probably know as Feng Shui, your earth luck. And then there is the main luck, your choices, beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors. And I recently called that the baggage that you carry with you from your upbringing and from everybody around you. So really, there is no such thing as, oh, I only have metal element, I'm going to be like this and this. If you have parents with another dominating element, you will take on choices, beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors from them. You will. And that can balance you out. And this is why we sometimes are looking for, we're finding certain spouses, certain friends, feel attracted to those people because they combine very well with our element. But of course, if you're looking into relationship, then we need to look into that. Which one was it? Day pillar. Correct. Yes. So I hope this was helpful and you found yourself in that, because in the end, it's about the timing of doing the right thing at the right place and taking the strengths, acknowledging the weaknesses, start creating your personal path. This is what I want you to do, and to understand where you are on your path. So are you ready for the next one? In my next video, we will dive deeper into the element that's still missing, water element, yes. And what career industries are seen to be favorable for water element people in this sector in the month pillar. So if you like what you see, what you hear, like it, share it, comment, subscribe, let me know what your thoughts are here. And this series came to life because somebody commented that that's what they would like to know, and I hope you're here and watching this. So yay, have a good one, and I see you again soon for water, for water element. Bye.